This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 350. Why can't you do what you say you're going to do? It's because of two things, my boo. The one thing is that you don't believe you're going to do it. You don't believe it because you've put in so many reps of lying to yourself and letting yourself down and compromising and not doing it because you just don't feel like doing it. Okay? Excuse me. And so you say you're going to do something, but that means nothing because you have let yourself down so many times that you don't believe it. Okay? And two, which I alluded to in the first one, is you're doing things only when you feel like them. The reason you can't stick to a habit is because you've been doing things only when you feel like doing it. But you see, there's a lot of things in your life that you're doing that you don't feel like doing. Like, for example, your job. Do you always feel like doing your job? No, you don't. Excuse me. I have to just log in to start my computer. So I want you to understand that you need to start saying affirmations in the mirror, and you need to start thinking different thoughts, and then you'll have different beliefs, okay? Because right now you believe that you're a liar, and you've got to undo that belief. And so here's what you got to do. You've got to say you're going to do something. You got to speak life into yourself. You got to lift yourself up with positive words of affirmation, positive words. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are worthy and deserving. You are strong. You are confident. You are disciplined. You are consistent. You are capable. You are a healthy vegan, okay? Or a healthy raw vegan. Because, if you really want to be healthy, you got to be mostly raw. So you want to say, I'm a high raw vegan or whatever you want to do. To me, it's just easier to be raw because to be a healthy high raw vegan, it's just easier to be 100% than it is to be 90%. And I mean, the food addicts out there can understand me. It's just so much easier. If you knew how much easier it is and was for me to choose raw 100% instead of eating mostly raw and then a little bit of cooked food, it doesn't work for food addicts. I got to let you know. A little bit of something is harder to resist because one bite it's putting the poison or the addiction into your bloodstream. And so you have to fight it and then you crave it. And it's like, if you just don't consume it, then you don't crave it. Whatever you want to crave, start eating that. Yeah, that's how you break your food addiction. You stop eating the things you don't want and you start eating the things you do want. And then eventually you will crave those things. Like right now, I just had the biggest, most delicious smoothie bowl, and that's all I wanted. And I have lots of stuff in the house. But why? I put in the reps. And if you just put in the reps and take it one meal at a time, you will get there, my boo. But you got to get real with yourself. And then the number two thing is you've got to do it anyway. I have said this so many goddamn times. It's episode 350. I don't think there's any expression I've said more. You've got to do it anyway, whether you feel like it or not, because you're not going to feel like it most days. All of these people that are so fit that you see on the internet, all of these gurus and these successful people, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, Oprah, Beyonce, whoever you look up to. Who do I look up to? Oh, like David Goggins, Jocko Willink, Andy Frisella, Ed Milet. I love Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Billy Alsbrooks. All these people, they do things anyway. They don't feel like doing things. They do them anyway. So you're going to have to learn to do that if you want to be successful. If you want to lose the weight, you're going to have to work out anyway. Even if you don't have time, even if you have a headache, even if you're busy, And it's the same with being a raw vegan. Life's going to hit the fucking fan. And you're going to have to be raw anyway. But if you're just like, okay, I'll be raw when, like the worst thing ever, if you emailed me and you applied to be in my course and you said something like, I want to be in your course, but life is really hectic right now. So can I please get on the waiting list for the next course, because then I'll be back I'll be done with school and this big project I have to do. And it's just like, I don't even respond. I don't even respond. Or if I respond to you, I'll let you know. No. Because it's like, that's the whole point. Life is never just going to be an even keel. Life is going to be ups and life is going to be downs. You're going to feel really, really good. And then you're going to be in the motherfucking valley. And you're going to be like, what the fuck happened? And then life is going to be even again. And you're going to be like, okay, everything's going good. I don't have any major problems. You're going to be up, you're going to be down your entire life. That's life. If you don't learn how to deal with life and get your goals accomplished anyway, then you'll never get them. You're never going to have a perfect life. You're never going to be fully well rested. You're never going to be, just having a perfect existence. Here, I was going to go through all the things, relationship, jobs, your skin, your weight. You're always going to be a work in progress. Start now, this second. You want to get serious? Throw out everything in your fucking house that you don't want to eat. If you don't do that, then you're not serious. Oh, and you tell me you can't do that because you have guests over all the time or you have other people living in the house. Well, talk to them and let them know all this stuff has to go within 24 hours. Eat it all or hide it somewhere, put it somewhere else. Set your boundaries. It's your life. Why don't you understand that you get to make rules in your life? It's not easy to break an addiction with the fucking drugs right there in front of you. So anyway, that really helped me in my beginning journey because, I lived with my mom and my sister and they weren't even vegan and they didn't eat healthy, but I had them put stuff in a specific drawer. I had them hide stuff from me so that at least I didn't see it, because you are 50% more likely to eat something if you see it, okay? And I learned in 2017, I didn't know that I was doing this, but I was doing this in 2011. But in 2017, when I took Darren Hardy's course, I learned to make it easy for myself to succeed. And that was the issue in the past, as far as fitness goes, as far as my diet and different things. I was making it hard for myself to succeed because I just didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't have the tools. And now I understand. Make it easy for yourself. That's why it's great if you can hire a coach or a trainer and they're going to help you make it easier for you to succeed. What are some ways that you can make it easier? And just recognize your feelings are costing you your life, your goals, your happiness. Everyone thinks they're going to be happier if they take it easy, if they just do the things that they feel like doing. No, that leads to misery. That leads to a unfulfilling, unexciting, undesirable life. Push yourself, my boo. Stop doing things only when you feel like them, which is like fucking rare. Like this morning, I didn't really want to go to yoga. I had to do it anyway because I know I'm going to feel so much better afterwards. It's going to bring me one day closer to my goals. And just so you guys know, when I say yoga, it's not stretching and namaste shavasana. No, it's hot yoga. It was 90 minutes and it is hell on earth. It is so goddamn hot. I'm sweating my ass off. It is so hard. And the reason I do it is because I need to prove to myself that I can do hard things. And I need to do things when I don't feel like doing them. And I really want the results of going to yoga and working out and sweating. I want those results. And so many people around me, they're like, but you really like that. You really like to do hard things. That is actually hilarious. And that's a compliment, even though I get frustrated with it because people say that to me all the time. And it gets a little frustrating because no, I do not. No, I don't like doing hard things. But I've realized I've cracked the cheat code of life. I've realized that doing hard things is the key to the life you want. Like, sometimes I don't want to film. I don't want to do interviews. I don't want to film videos. Sometimes I don't want to do this podcast. But I know that if I do it, then on the other side, when I'm done, I'm going to be so happy. And then when I get a message or an email from someone that says that they really enjoyed my podcast or they got something, like something clicked and they changed because something clicked because of what I said, that makes it all worth it. Juicing. Okay, I don't want to fucking juice. I don't want to juice ever again. I hate doing dishes. I hate cleaning up. Like, I don't mind juicing, but like you got to wash the produce and cut it and juice it and clean the juicer. It's just like the cleaning of the juicer that I don't want. But like looking at my 32 ounce green juice that is sitting right in front of me, can't wait to drink it. I already had one 32 ounce green juice this morning during yoga. Now I'm about to have another one because I juiced yesterday. I juice every other day to make it a little bit easier for myself. But I don't enjoy juicing. But what I do enjoy is having clear skin. What I do enjoy is sleeping better. What I do enjoy is feeling good, having energy, feeling awake and alive. I really enjoy that. So I know that green juice really helps. So that's why I do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do hard things. It is hard to eat healthy sometimes. But I've been doing hard things for so long that people just assume that because I keep doing them, because I keep signing up for these yoga classes and I keep signing up for these hard workout classes, that I enjoy it. And the truth is that I don't. And nobody does. Nobody does. But you learn to enjoy the result more than you need to enjoy the action. Does that make sense? Life is better when you push yourself and you do hard things. That's all I know. That's all I know. Because when I've taken it easy, and back in the day when all I did was watch TV and watch YouTube videos and Netflix, and I never pushed myself, I was miserable. I was depressed. Try it out. Try pushing yourself and not giving into that craving and not eating that shit just for one day and see how goddamn good you feel. And change the way you're talking to yourself. It's not helping. Make it easy for yourself to succeed. Speak words of affirmation to yourself. Let me read some of my affirmations to you. I am a master at managing my time. Okay, that's a really good one. I am a master at managing my time. Next, I am willing to release the need to feel guilty. Because I have a thing where I always feel guilty no matter what I do. Like, I always feel guilty. And it doesn't make any sense because nobody else is feeling guilty. Like, for example, if somebody's being very toxic to me and being mean to me, if I stop talking to them, like if someone's not respecting me or whatever, and I stop talking to them, I'll feel very guilty. So I'm learning how to release the need to feel guilty all the time. Like going to the beach, I feel guilty a lot because I just don't understand why so many other people, you know, that I know and that I don't get to live on the beach. Why am I so blessed that I get a bed and a warm home to live in with a computer and a refrigerator and a shower and a bathtub and all these luxuries, and there are homeless people out there that are no better than me. They are equally deserving of a good life. So why do I get these things and they don't? Because if they had the opportunity to work hard, I bet they would. And so I I just don't understand it sometimes, and I feel so guilty. And I don't understand why I'm so lucky, and there are so many other people in this world that are born into third world countries, that are homeless, that are born addicted to crack cocaine, okay, that are in jail. There are people in jail that don't deserve to be in jail. They didn't do anything. There are innocent people in jail right now. And I always think to myself, like, why not me? Why is it them? And then somebody might say, oh, it's their karma or whatever. But like, who's to say? So anyway, that's just a little insight into how I'm always thinking. I'm always feeling very, very guilty. I guess it started with, how I was raised. I grew up with a disabled sister. And so like I was born into like, I was a perfect baby. You know what I mean? Like I had perfect health. I wasn't born with a brain tumor. My sister was. And so I got to see her suffer for 35 years. And I always thought like, why did she have to go through that and not me? It made me feel very guilty. Some other of my affirmations: either you control your time or your time is going to control you. Oh, this is just a reminder. We do not need to know the how. We simply just need to be willing. Okay? The how is the universe. And what? Well, that's us. What we want is up to us. And being willing is up to us. But the how is all the universe. Here's another one that I like to remind myself. You will never accidentally achieve your goals. And then I like to say, if you want to be a diamond, you've got to get cut. Because, a lot of people, they want to be diamonds, but they don't want to go through the process. A diamond's got to go through the whole motherfucking process. The heat, and the pressure, and the cut. You got to get cut if you're a diamond. A lot of people don't want that. They want the results, but they don't want to do it, the work that it takes. It does take work to get to your goals. But the work is where the happiness is. Okay, next affirmation. I am extremely organized and I know the value of my time. You can tell I had an issue with time. Here's another one. Good things are supposed to happen to me. Good things are supposed to happen to me. I wrote this down. These are my vision cards that I'm reading, just so you guys know. If you're not willing to grow, life will kick your butt until you surrender. I liked that a lot. Another vision card I have is, will the world know you are here? Always leave a place better than you found it, Jeanette. Oh, the next one is, start to see hard as a good thing. Doing hard things equals confidence. Doing hard things equals rebuilding your trust with yourself. Start to see hard things as good. And I talked about this on my YouTube channel, and it's the last thing I'll say. I hope you don't hear that background. There's like a car horn or a car alarm that's been going off the entire show, the entire podcast. But the last thing I want to say is that, you know what? This is a whole new podcast. I think I should just do it on another podcast. This has been valuable enough. I'll do it on another one. But listen, last vision card. The longer you wait to start, the harder it gets. Weak people quit. Strong people struggle, but keep going. You see, weak people, they struggle and then they quit. No. Boo, you were not born to be a weak motherfucker. You were born to show people what's possible in this world. You were born to get everything you came here to get. Strong people struggle just like weak people, but the strong people realize it's okay to struggle and it's okay to want to stop working out or stop eating raw. It's okay as long as you don't. You see, your feelings are ruining everything. And for a long time, I was against feelings. I was against feeling anything. And I've had to learn how to feel, but yet not let my feelings determine my actions. Okay, I want you to get that concept here, because a lot of people are like, Okay, you want to feel things. Yeah, of course. It's really good to feel and to cry and to release and be angry and be sad and feel your feelings. But don't you dare use your feelings as an excuse to sabotage your goals, your health, your happiness, your skin, your weight. Don't you dare give me that shit. Okay? Yes, listen to your feelings. Yes, acknowledge them and feel them and cry and hit the bed and scream and tell people how you fucking feel. Because life, it's better if you're just honest. And then if people have a problem with you, then they can kick motherfucking rocks. What's the point of being surrounded by people if you have to be fake and you can't tell them how you feel? What's the point? Tell people how you feel, get angry, get sad, cry it out. Realize that all your emotions are valid, but your emotions have nothing to do with your actions. They have nothing to do with you sabotaging yourself. Just because you're sad or angry or scared or lonely doesn't mean you have to hurt yourself. It all comes down to your self-talk. How would you talk to your best friend? Start talking to yourself like that, okay? And that's the problem with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all don't have standards for yourself, and so you don't have standards for your friends. So, like, let me give you an example, okay? You're crying, your best friend is crying, and your best friend is just like, you know what? I just can't do this diet anymore, and I just can't exercise anymore because I'm so tired and I'm not losing any weight. And I keep stepping on the scale every day. And it's just so frustrating. And I've just been working so hard for 3 weeks. I have not eaten anything bad for 3 weeks. I've been working out every day, 6 days a week, like Jeanette said. And I just can't lose weight. And you know, some of y'all, to your best friend, you know what you would say? You know what? It's not your fault. Let's go get some crepes. Or I don't know what you guys eat. Let's go get some ice cream sundaes and it's going to be okay. Let's treat ourselves because you've been working so damn hard, girl. You look so good and you don't even have to lose weight. You are perfect exactly the way you are. Well, if you're a good friend, if you're a real motherfucking friend, you know what you're going to say to that friend? You're going to say, boo, I feel you. I'm so, so sorry. You're going to hug her. You're going to hug them. You're going to squeeze them really tight. And you're going to say, I love you. Just keep going. Just keep going. Because you know what? It didn't take you 3 weeks to gain all this weight. It's not going to take you 3 weeks to lose it all. And guess what? We're also going to take the scale and we're going to throw it away. Because the scale is sabotaging your success. Fuck the scale. Fuck the scale. Water weighs a lot. Muscles weigh more than fat. Why the fuck in the actual fuck are you weighing yourself? To sabotage yourself? Who cares about a goddamn number on the scale? How do you feel? How do you look? How do your clothes fit? Who cares about a scale? When you're on the beach, when you're naked, okay? When you're naked with your boo, you're not going to go, you know what? Give me a second. Let me weigh myself to see if I'm going to feel confident. No, it's the way you look and feel that makes you feel confident and helps you to love your body, not the number on the goddamn scale. I couldn't even tell you how much I weigh. I had to get rid of my scale. It was driving me insane because I was not losing weight. I was gaining weight, eating raw because I was working out, and I had a very high body fat percentage, and now I'll never take that information again. I don't care about that stuff, the BMI shit, all that stuff. Such a waste of time. And it's only invented to make people sabotage themselves and feel like shit. Honestly, who cares about a number on a goddamn scale? If you're that person, you got to make a change. You got to wake up and see that that is a waste of your mental capacity to worry about your weight. There is absolutely nothing that good that comes from a scale. Nothing. Nothing. Unless it's helping you. And then do you, boo. But it never helped me, and it never helped any of my clients to look at a goddamn scale. But if it helps you, then it helps you. I know a lot of guys that it helps them. Okay, do you, boo. So anyway, last thing I'll say, last affirmation is millions of people make lots of money and are fit. Okay, so I wrote this like 8 years ago because this is an affirmation. I wrote it like 8 years ago because I read the book called The Law of Attraction by Michael J. Lozier, and highly recommend it. And he says to write these statements acknowledging, like, I forgot exactly what it's called, but they're statements that help you realize that there are so many more people doing what you want to do. And I wanted to make a lot of money, and I wanted to be fit. So I was like, all right, let me write this shit down. Millions of people make lots of money and are fit. It's so random, but it helps. And you know what? Millions of people open up restaurants. Millions of people have opened their own restaurant. Okay? I want to write that as well. That's a good affirmation for me because I just don't know if I could do it. And millions of people put on retreats because the person I was going to put the retreat on with, she backed out. And now I am left trying to figure out if I can do it by myself, which I really don't want to. I know that I can. It's another situation where like my business partner quit or it didn't work out and I'm left, like this happens over and over and over my entire life. I'm left trying to come to terms with the fact that yes, I can do it by myself. Do I want to? No. But so many people have told me that this happens on their road to success. Like you have to start to believe in yourself and understand that you can do things by yourself, even though it seems very, 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 very scary. I always hated doing things by myself. So I had business partners that I never should have had. People that don't care about the raw food diet, people that don't care about other people, people that are not working as hard as me, people that are not contributing as much as me, people that are just there for the money. And I'm tired of it. And it's like, yeah, I am upset that she backed out, but like, not really, because she's not even raw. She's not even vegan. What was the point? You know, I'm trying to host a raw vegan retreat. So I need it to be authentic. And yeah, all right. Well, that's just what's going on with me at the moment. And there are so many people, millions of people are hosting retreats by themselves. And I might still do it. That's why you haven't heard me talk about it at all. I might still do it. I got to decide by the end of the week because I have some people that signed up. So I either need to tell them. I haven't like accepted payments for it yet, though. I have to either tell them it's not happening, or I have to find a new partner, or I have to do it on my own. I have to decide that I can do this. So anyway, anything you want to do, you want to lose weight, millions of billions of people have lost weight. And if you have a specific number in your head, well, fuck the number. I would rather you have a size that you want to be, okay? Or like abs. Or like, I would rather your goal be, I want to feel confident naked. So like your affirmation would be, your allowing statement, that's what it's called. An allowing statement would be, millions of people have lost weight and feel comfortable naked. Or millions of people have lost weight and go to the beach and feel confident in a bikini. Okay, so that's a way better statement than millions of people have lost 50 pounds. Because like, how will you even know you've lost 50 pounds if you don't have a scale? Because I highly recommend you get rid of this fucking scale. Anyway, that's the podcast for today. Thank you very much for listening. I really enjoy speaking with you. I hope that you got something out of this. And if you like it, then do me a favor, share this podcast with a like-minded friend that might be interested in the things that we talk about here. Check out my YouTube channel, where I show you how to be your fruitiest, cutest version. Check me out on Instagram, Ms.FitVegan. I really thank you so much for listening. I see I have listeners all over the world, which is absolutely amazing. I never, ever in a million years thought that little old me from Brooklyn, New York, could ever have a podcast and have people listening in Poland and Finland and Senegal and Thailand and all these places all around the world. It's just unbelievable. So I can't actually see all the places now since I'm recording, but you can't see the screen. But basically all over the world, Mexico, Canada, all over Europe, and in Russia and China and so many places. So thank you very much for listening. Australia. So anyway, I really appreciate that. And please, for the love of fruit, please do something hard today. Please. If you don't push yourself, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get that dream. And if you don't have any dreams, well, that's why you're so depressed. What's your dream? Why are you here? If you're not actively working towards it, of course you're going to be depressed. You're not fulfilling your destiny. You were created to fulfill a destiny. Get started on it today.